All right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. This is video number 89 of my 90 in 90 challenge. Do you want to know how to program your kids or how to program yourself into thinking more abundantly? And you know what, the reason why I bring this up is that my son was explaining to me how he spent New Year's Eve with his grandparents, or at least, yeah, it was New Year's Eve with his grandparents. And basically what happened was they took him to a grocery store, not a grocery store, yeah, like a Target department store or a Walmart like that happens to have groceries with it. And he gave them, or sorry, his grandparents gave him $40, but there was a catch to it. He had to give away 20 of that $40, and the other $20 he could do with that whatever he wants with it. And you know what, he understood he had to give it away. He just picked some lady, and it was a lady that was, you know what, in the, what is that called, the checkout aisle. And at the checkout aisle, he came up to her, gave her $20, and for and here's the backstory. All right, the backstory was that she actually was very, very pleased with that. She actually broke down into tears because she had tried, I think it was 3 different credit cards, and they were all getting declined. She could not buy her groceries, or she could not buy her gifts, or not her, well, they could have been gifts because it was Christmas. She could not buy what she wanted to buy because she simply didn't have the money. She was scrounging in her purse trying to figure out how she was going to buy it. And then, you know what, obviously there's a very biased opinion of mine, but you know what, the cutest, most adorable little 7-year-old comes up to her and gives her $20. She actually ended up giving him a hug because, you know what, she did not know what she was going to do. And here's the thing, is that, you know what, if you really believe in abundance, you really believe that there's more than enough. And when I say more than enough, I mean this. I mean there's more than enough for you and me, for everyone to have more than enough. And then there's still more than enough left over. And if you're really believing in the law of abundance, you believe that not only is there more than enough, but the fact that you actually spend money, or that you consume food, or that you consume something, means that more of it's going to come. And you know what, I actually heard this example from Jerry Clark, and he said, Jerry Clark, obviously, if you don't know him, he's just, you know, the trainer of trainers in this profession of multi-level marketing. And he said, you know what, if you eat an apple, all right, and you throw away that core has many seeds, and those seeds can grow up into trees, and those trees will give you dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of apples. Why did those apples come about? Because you happen to eat one. Because you ate one, there's more than enough for everyone else. I need you to believe that. And so here's the thing, is that if you want to program yourself for success, if you want to program your children for success, because let's face it, most of us, we grow up saying, you know what, money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford it. We grow up with a scarcity mentality about money. And you know what, to get that abundance mentality, whenever you give something to someone, or whenever you give something away, whether it's to charity or to someone else, always say, you know what, say to yourself, there's more of that where that came from. There's more for where that came from. And you know what, I invite you to do that practice yourself. And you know what, there's a lot of us out there, we know we should be giving to charity, but we don't. All right, and so you know what, you know what, your church may not like me for saying this, but if you have difficulty, you know what, if you have trouble giving money to your church, then stop giving it to them. Because really, it's not about the money you give. It's how much love you have in your heart when you give the money. And so, you know what, if you feel better about giving your money to a homeless person, then do that. If you feel like giving it to someone in the streets, then do that instead. Because you know what, this charity is about you, right? It's not about who you're serving. It's about you. It's about you feeling good. Yeah, well, I guess it's about who you're serving too, right? But you know what, if you get a better feeling from giving in a different way, then I invite you to do it that different way. Because you know what, if you give with all your heart, remember, it doesn't matter the amount, but if you give with all your heart, you know what, you're just going to get it back in buckets. And that doesn't matter whether it's money, whether it's a smile, whether it's just happiness. If you give happiness, you're going to get it back. If you give a smile, you're going to get it back. If you're going to give money, you're going to give it back. And so I invite, and by the way, if you can't afford to give a homeless person $1, or if you can't afford to give someone a little bit of money, then you need to give more than you know. All right, you really need to give some money away so you can really experience what it's like to get it in buckets full back. So I trust you got some awesome value out of this. I realize this video is a lot longer than I usually do, but if you want to see more videos like this, go over to my blog. It's KennySantos.com. Put your name and email in and get an awesome audio on growing your business. All right, take care and create a great day.